Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here. So I saw a comment where someone said I should get a decent camera. I shoot this all with my phone. There is a picture of my camera right there. I just shoot it with my phone. If I had to get a camera, then it turns into like a big production, and I'm not into that. But if I can figure out a way to do it easy, I will. Otherwise, I just keep shooting it with my phone. So this is the progress today. I masked off everything in here, sanded it all. I didn't think anybody would be interested in seeing me sand a bunch of nooks and crannies. Wiped down all the wheel wells. I like to shoot everything if I'm not disassembling it and actually building it from scratch. If I'm doing that, I'll media blast it all and paint it all satin black. But since it's already assembled, somebody else put it together, had a couple different coats of some texture on it that I really couldn't sand off. So I went ahead and shot the same texture back over it, but something that's a little bit more ceramic that takes more of a beating. This is some pretty hard stuff. I took the time to disassemble it all and then wire wheel all the nuts and bolts, because really it's the detail. I mean, you've seen people mask these off and just spray over the bolts, but you'll see once the bolts are installed, the difference. It looks a lot cleaner. Took everything off the wheel wells, sprayed it back off inside there pretty far. So now when I start assembling it, I'll just be careful. I did mask it off, obviously. I used, I get this stuff. It's a big roll. It's a 3M car cover. You get it from a paint shop, and when you end up opening the thing up, it's long, as long as you want it to be. It's like a 100-foot roll, I think. And then it's probably 20 feet wide when it's unfolded, or 15 feet. So I masked that all the way around the fenders. Here's a little trick. So you peel off the tape that you're going to use, and you stick it to your shirt a few times. That takes off some of the adhesion. Still sticks fine, but it peels off really easy. If you don't have the low tack tape. I don't know who painted this car. It looks nice, but I don't know if it was prepped correctly, and I don't want to put tape on the edge and then peel it off and ended up having to, you know, tear up the guy's car. I can see that they didn't take the time to remove the rubber, which makes me question whether or not they prepped the surface correctly. It looks good, and it's going to look good when it leaves. If it falls apart down the road, it won't be from my tape, that's for sure. And the engine compartment will always look like this, because this is some pretty hard stuff. I took the brackets off to hold the AC condenser, and I'll media blast those. I took the latch assembly because there's moving parts in there, and I'll throw that in the sandblast cabinet, sand it, paint it, put it back on. Once again, I took all the nuts and bolts to hold everything together. You got to be careful not to knock anything out of alignment when you do that. A lot of times I'll pull out one set and just put in another, and I'll just do one at a time. That way I don't have to realign anything. But this one I just took the bolts out. Other than that, that's where we're at with this little dream boat today. Once this dries, I want to give it 6 to 8 hours to dry. It will be very hard, like hard to scratch at all. After I do that, then I will start putting it back together, cleaning up finishing up that wiring, and getting it down the road. That's it. There is all the bolts. I wire wheeled all of them. Got all the excess paint off of them. They've been painted 6 or 8 times each, so it's pretty thick. So they'll look pretty clean. That's it. Thanks, you guys. See you later.